because I was busy making my breakfast. But we are ready to game. I can suspect that opponent is holding up a Metallic Rebuke. How can we play around that? Play Turf. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Play Amulet. I have 4. Play Grazer. I have 3. Then I have 7. I play Spelunking. I have 8. I play GSZ. I have 10. I play GSZ with X equals 7, 3 mana. X equals 6, 3 mana floating. So that seems to work out perfectly to play around a Metallic Rebuke, unless I miscounted. And there's a good reason to believe that such a card could be in my opponent's hand. This is probably the Tamio Emery Riddler deck. I say there, but I guess I've seen that before. That's why I say the... One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Grazer. We do have Unholy Heat in their deck. Just maybe some minor concern as well. But Metallic Rebuke is a bigger one. We should definitely try to play around Unholy Heat as well. Although I guess we don't need to anymore. So what is exactly in my opponent's deck? I don't know the answer to that. But I can guess that Ouphe. I think Dismembers are pretty good against those builds. Also Vega not so much. Vexing Bauble definitely not on the draw. Blue counter magic could trim a shift. A Summoner's Pact. Trim a Saga against Consign. They could run Asher. I guess Lithomantic Barrage is just like a good removal spell against their monsters. Maybe I should only play a pair of Dismembers in general. Let's bring in one Force of Vigor just in case. And submit 63. Just to test the waters. Not a great hand. When Mulgans to 6, I think I should as well. The hand is not impressive in nearly any scenario. Hello, portable hall. Let's go to Sax. This looks like a way better hand. We can put back Grazer or Aftermath Analyst. Probably gonna put back Analyst because... Maybe not. It's better fodder for the Force of Vigor to pitch Grazer for sure. I don't want to pitch Aftermath Analyst, that is costly. Don't, you know, I'm not necessarily gonna pitch it. Yeah, let's do it, because I have Spelunking Urza's Cave. It's pretty easy to loop from there. I have no payoff otherwise. What is villain on? Blue, red, Cory Steelcutter, and wizards. So I'm not sure exactly. It's a mid-range deck. Seems good to do it when they are tapped out. I would like to pitch Analyst from this hand. I think I will just get rid of the GSE to save the Analyst. I would like to do it when they are tapped out, and seems to just put them behind. Tormod Script to punish my Analyst keep. Bounceland, Vestige. Preordain. I think it's a Blast from the Past deck, but they are also playing Riddler. You love streaking? Whoa, Boomerang Basics. One mana repeal on a Tormod Script. Wait. Which new cards have you included today? No, I don't play new cards. Today we're playing pre-modern. Basically pre-Avatar the Lesser Bender modern. The awkward part of this entire thing here is that I'm kinda losing. No Badgerino. Badger is the worst card you could ever play in Amulet. Probably. I'm guessing. Do I have any plays to make? Maybe draw a boss land, so I guess okay for a Saga. Kind of stupid, maybe it's not great. No energy bending, no bending of any kind in this chat. It's gonna be crazy if I actually lose right now. What they have, how many damages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8? Well, just one more spell to kill me. Okay, well. Seems like they have shitty interaction. Like, they didn't enjoy any interaction this game. We have Tormod Script. Do I want to interact at all? Doesn't seem like I need to. I mean, of course I will sing a different tune once I get Tormod Scripted, Unholy Heated, and similar. Bubble in starting 7 is a free win. Guess this deck probably more so than Affinity, than Real Affinity. Yes, that's true. Locks out Emery as well, so probably should have it on the play. Mart 0S. Last seen deck 2 days ago. Is it Steel Cutter? This looks like the deck we just played against. Blood Moon. Monka. If Blood Moon, then I force. Send sucks. Keep. Alright, Mart 0S. I am awaiting your move. Point mulligan to 6. I kept 7. It would seem like it is an Eldrazi deck, most likely. I could turn to kill the Stomping Ground. Interesting. Rare opportunity to actually kill their land. Eugen Eye of the Storms, Talisman of Impulse, Cavern, and Eugen's Labyrinth. So you can rule out Cavern of Souls. Opponent takes Eugen's Labyrinth. So I guess opponent has enough mana next turn anyways to Myco Spawn no matter what I do. Well, they have Myco Spawn and another card. I guess it is still probably worth it to hit the... probably the Labyrinth. Maybe it's Utopia Sprawl in the draw step. Maybe I just tank the Myco Spawn and I will just play the other Saga. Or maybe even better, I will just tank the Myco Spawn, but I will Crumbling Vestige the Spelunking into play. Just to cycle. I think that looks better because like villain just needs to draw a land or have a land already in hand. Seems like I'm hoping for too much. And this way I set up the second Saga to pop. And I can, well, kill his land later. Which is not very important, but I can. No land drop, Myco Spawn. Did my opponent not have a land? No! GQ will be rough. Not really. Leaves my opponent with 4 mana. But I guess that's an argument for trying harder to stop the Myco Spawn. I guess the GQ is a bit rough. Okay, Mirrorpool situation looks really bad. Artifact, Planeswalker, land, instant, Kindred, Sorcery. So Mirrorpool is 7 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's discounted by 6. Which means it's 7 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I kill the Utopia Sprawl land, this actually doesn't help, so guess I will kill the Sire land. Which gives my opponent the Surveil, which is also not great. Or not, a Breeding Pool. Only one Surveil land, I guess, yeah. Do they still play World Breaker, chat, or are we officially over World Breaker? I guess if there is Sire of 7 Deaths, then there's gonna be no World Breaker. It's probably the same slot. Point couldn't. Couldn't have hold it. Scapeshift. Cultivator. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's Grazer. And just hope that can cast it next turn. 2 or 3 lands in hand. Demonic Tutors, tier 1 sub for 9 months. Congrats on the sub baby, as they say. Opponent could have Kozilek's command and similar. I drew a Scapeshift, which should make the game trivial. Opponent can't have a Kozilek's command, so let's just Scapeshift. It looks like GG, indeed. Indeed, I have cast a lethal spell, so I will loop and win now. So Eldrazi's with blue. Probably splashing for Consign to memory, because what else? If an Eldrazi player splashes for Consign, bounce plus 2s was also an option. Yeah, sure. I mean, I could just win or just win. Those were my options here. So I have 2 stock ups. I'm not sure if stock up is any good, frankly, but let's find out. Blood Moon Eldrazi. Dobra, nie strasz. Is stock ups better than sex? I don't know. Might not be. Sex doesn't seem great though. Yeah, let's not stock up on the draw. That makes no sense. Let's have the Force of Vigor for the Blood Moons. Because you're absolutely right. Magus, if anything? Well, we've seen both. They're splashing, so like they just don't run anything. It's fine. The hand sucks. I'll keep, but it's not great. But yeah, sometimes Eldrazi gamers have silly ideas regarding moon effects. They have both Devourer and Sire, probably no World Breaker, for sure, yeah. Misty, Emrakul, Talisman. Exile Sire. Sire is a nice post-board card against Amulet. We drew a useless Force of Vigor. Holy guacamole, you are streaking? Oh yeah, streak it to my stream, chat. Continue. Consign, Rumble, the illusion of choice. They can pick between Cavern and Eugen's Labyrinth. Also, chat, imagine the world if Spelunking was 2 mana. Insect, oh no. Chat, I got baited into the Force of Vigor with the false moon allegiations. Is there really no way to do something in standard with Minstrel, Spelunking and Bobber? Lurma? Well, any lands that you can return from your graveyard that you can use as sack outlets, maybe. Those would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure what should I do here. I could bounce the Icefield Explorer, seems bad. Any chance I should have a couple Dismember spots board against the Ice Steel deck, since like I have 2 slots I have to fill with something super anyways. It's gonna be stock up, or could Dismember is Eldrazi spawn sometimes, especially when I wanna play. Oh yeah. Bless you too, chat. Opponent played the Eugen's Labyrinth from their graveyard with Isil Explorer last turn, which to me indicates no consign in hand because they didn't play the fetch to keep it up. But yeah, in standard we would just need a sacrifice outlet for lands. That's what we should look for. Standard. Sacrifice land. Airship engine room, perfect. The A-drop monster. Yeah. Well, the issue is what are we doing with all of this and what for? Expedition map is in standard. Yeah, it was in foundations. That's why it's legal in Pioneer and Lotus Field decks don't play it. Unlucky Cabbage Merchant. Seems good. Exiling my woodland. That is not good. Seems like this game is a loss. Most likely, unless I draw Scapeshift. In which case I have no woodland in my deck, which probably might still be rough. Come on, kill my Vestige now. There's no way I play Third Forest, right? No kurwa, odpalił, co za typ. Kurwa, nie może pójść na Google'a i zobaczyć ile jest forestów w amuletach? Crazy. A nie, jeszcze raz możesz zagrać, dobra. I take that back then. Wait, how do you play it 3 times? Okay, I guess once you search with the microspawn, then you play it for the first time, then you play it for the second time. Alright. Scapeshift. One time. I'll figure out some moves from there. Debil anyway, very well played. No debil, kurwa, debil. Dobra, I don't think I can win through that, so I will not pretend. Technically, maybe. Ever so slightly. So 1 Dismember and 4 Grazers, let's just win, like, what are we trying to do? Like, it's Eldrazi's. There's no reason to lose to them. Rather, there's no reason not to just win. Not a great hand, but I guess we can keep. Hello, Kani. Hello, Dialectog. Dialectog? What a funny name. Have I eaten Durval yet? No, I have not. When has it arrived? Maybe I should move harder? I don't think so. In Poznań last week, rest of Poland today. Holy shit, that's crazy. I did not realize that Poznań had a unique relationship with Drvala. How is this matchup? It's good. But we will need to draw something good this game. Unless my opponent's hand is not awesome either. Talisman of Impulse. Barrow Downs. Your strategy for Antwerp is to pretend Eldrazi, Titan, and Tron doesn't exist? How come? Seems better to pretend they exist. And play them, the Titan part at least. You're playing Living End in Antwerp and nobody can stop you. Well, I wouldn't want to stop you. Do what brings you joy. One with 5 mana for Eldrazi's on turn 2. They could just cast Reality Smasher. So it's gonna be Mycospawn for Ghost Quarter or a blue source to keep up Consign. One of those two. Given that my opponent has spent time thinking, it's probably do have Consign. Alright, chat. Can I please draw a Spelunking into Scapeshift one time? Not what I asked for, chat, but sure. Play Spelunking better than Amulet. Spelunking is better than Amulet, yes, against interaction, because it is card advantage. I do trim Sagas against Wrath of the Skies decks, often, indeed. Fade from history, holy fuck. 2 Mycospawns. This is not nice, chat. Well, into interaction specifically, Spelunking is better because the cheapness doesn't matter as much. Is what I'm saying. Co to będzie? Fotnotsir? Eldrazi's Command? Also play around the consign. Maybe better Spelunking than Amulet. I don't understand your question. Like, you will play Amulet and Spelunking in your deck. Spelunking is better against interaction. It is a better post-board card. You prioritize play Spelunking than Amulet. Sure, but well, that mostly depends on what you draw, right? But indeed, I like to grab Spelunkings with my stock ups as well. Alright, chat, Spelunking one time. Or maybe even fucking anything would be good. Amulet. Amulet or Spelunking, I guess I'll take either. Consign. This is not the worst, in a way. It's land, right? My friends laugh at you for playing stock up in Titan. It's broken, they ignore it. Some people just don't see. They don't have the vision. They don't see the vision. Stock up is way better than Rumble. It is, yeah. It's just like you have apples and oranges, and of course you would rather have oranges than apples. And stock up is oranges and Rumble's apples in this comparison. One said, a gift, free life for you, my friend. I guess they forgot to attack with the Mycospawn. Or if you prefer apples but prefer stock up to Rumble, then TOS getting exiled, but there was no avoiding that. Then it's apples. One at the very least has the Eugene. I guess they don't. There's a chance they whiff and have nothing else, and then I win with Slow Titan, but doesn't look great.
He's a phenomenal control player.
I guess they'll fetch Commercial District DOT. No reason to do it now. Smart. FX Bird, thank you very much for 37 months. Holy shit. Alright, Survey to the Graveyard, that's good for us. Paying cost, that's bad for us. Rumble into Emrakul. Oh, top Shagram. If they can cast Emrakul, which I'm sure they can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Turn 6, finally cast his spell. I did cast a Grazer earlier. Losing to Eldrazi always stings because you are like, holy shit, it's a good matchup, yet I lost it. Maybe it's actually a bad matchup and I don't realize. But in those moments, it is important to just toughen up and say, no, Canister, don't be a little bitch. A good matchup means that you win it more often than not. It doesn't mean that you win it all the time. And you say, oh yeah, that's actually true. 2 Summoner's Pacts in opening hand. Chat, I don't miss the times of playing 4 Summoner's Pacts and seeing double Summoner's Pact in my opening hand routinely, because that was horrible. Those hands are ass. Summoner's Pact is so bad to see in your opening hand. Do I miss Hive Mind sometimes? Like as in emotionally or strategically? Strategically I don't. Emotionally yeah, it was cool. But Hive Mind had to go. It expanded the rounds for too long, because once you put a Hive Mind into play and play a Summoner's Pact, hold priority and target it with a Pact of Negation, people just don't understand what's happening and they don't get it. And it just takes too long and the rounds get extended by 50 to 60% and the tournament logistics are not operating well. So I'm not surprised that it happened the way it did. How many money have to pay you to play Neoform in RC? My RC deck choice is not for sale, so I don't know, bro. Do I miss Summer Bloom? Yeah, Summer Bloom was cool. You played 3 lands, you played a land, then you Summer Bloom, then you play 3 more lands in a turn. That was a lot of lands. But would Summer Bloom even be better than Explore? It would probably be a card that I board out a lot, Summer Bloom, nowadays. RC deck choice not for sale even for $10,000. Well, I know that your offer is not genuine, so I'm not considering it on that basis. What if Summer Bloom also drew 3 cards? Holy shit, 3 explores. But it would be 6 mana. Bad against Bowmaster. Too bad against Bowmaster. The metagame pressures on the card are too big. Zoo scared you? Okay. I think Neoform is not great against Zoo, which is kind of besides the point, but it's a fun fact. You think my opponent will show up? Maybe we can launch a Hearthstone game, that way as soon as I queue into an opponent, they will show up and we will play. Yes. We just know that this like small little unlucky thing will happen. Did I attend the Avatar pre-release? No. I went to Radom instead to celebrate my father's birthday, which collided with attending the pre-release, and also I didn't realize it was going on. I haven't been to pre-releases often lately. I played the Ether Drift one. I think that was the last one I played. In general, the last time I played Paper Magic was a while ago. Holy shit, Ysera against Ysera. So I'm slightly, maybe not concerned, but a little bit scared about the RC being in paper. We'll probably have to play some paper games on to like practice. On Friday. Do I play Mahjong? I don't know. Alright, my opponents begin the game. Classic. Streamer in the usual double Amulet plus Titan line with no extra resources in hand. Is there a way to avoid getting blown out by a removal on Titan? Well, just search for TOS instead of Mirrorpool. Like, you will not win this turn, but you will just have a Titan and TOS for a Pact. Just, it's always the answer. Is my father not an Avatar fan? I don't think he knows what that is. I don't think he has a reason to recognize Avatar. Alright, we put back Mirrorpool. Lead on Boseiju and Amuletti. Pass. Underworld Cookbook. Haven't played against that deck in a while. Alright, we lost the Hearthstone game to aggro on turn 4. Let's set up for a turn 3 Titanos. This way I have 6 mana next turn. I assume the mid-2000s Nickelodeon American children's anime was super popular with the 50+ Polish demographic though. Indeed. Holy shit, Asmo dealing 6 damage to my Titan. This is not great. Searching for a Titan doesn't really do anything. Honestly, there's no reason to do that right now. Just to get TOS and a Pact, like, I'm not achieving anything. I was hoping maybe I can get my Titan attack in before they get an Asmo in play, but doesn't seem to be the case. I think for a moment when Asmo was like giga popular at the beginning of MH2, I actually ran engineered explosives to clear the foods. I don't know if I ever got to the point where I played it main deck. Shadow Spear, oh Kurka. To clear the Asmos even. Oh yeah, they also cost 0. Yeah, clearing the Asmo I guess seems like the more important part of that interaction. I guess now I regret going for the Grazer. Loam on Verdant Catacombs, Life from the Loam. Can I just Scapeshift? Amulet. I think I should wait. If I get a Titan this turn, I still can't achieve anything. If you can't fully pronounce the card, I won't recognize you targeting you with Fatal Push. Well, that's a strategy. Although, not an officially recognized one. Oval Chase Daredevil is insane. You discard it, and then you pick it up. They also play Cauldron Familiar. They have some? Maybe? It could be Abzan. But they also need a sacrifice outlet for that. Which Primeval Titan do I use in my paper deck? The same one. Opponent controls Urborg, which is a pretty good time-wasting strategy against Titan. For foods. Chat, if Asmo gamers ever figure out what to do, if they can do anything meaningful with their foods, it's kind of all over for us. We're fucked. Time Sieve. Yeah, this was a deck. I guess it wasn't over for us, so really makes you wonder. Should I actually get Vexing Bauble and cycle it? I think so. Just summon the beast. Do I have anything? Well, with 3 amulets, I guess I could get a Titan for Urza's Cave and Tolaria West, and then just get Tolaria West back, and then guess I am short on looping, so I will trust in the beast. Like, we already have 2 amulets, not 3 yet, so we committed to the beast before, but won't be killed by Asmo. Well, it will. In response to the trigger, but I guess they have to make that decision as well, which is not great for them, because then I can Titan for Mirrorpool freely and perform those actions, so... Still have Tolaria West, so we won, okay. GG, Asmo, Rano, Mardikada, Istina, Kul, Dakar. Naruto soundtrack, Sadness and Sorrow. Heck yeah, Naruto. I loved it when Naruto did the thing. It was so good. Can also Boseiju food? I could, yes. But seemingly it was unnecessary. The song plays when Naruto accidentally kisses Sasuke and gets pregnant. Really? I don't know how to board against Asmo. I think I played against an Asmo deck. The last modern RC, round 1. It was a pretty weird deck to play against. Even back then. It was Ghent last year. Or Prague, was it? Ouphe is a start? Not really. It's a creature that can kill with Asmo, so it's only gonna work if you get it into play quickly enough for them not to... I guess Vexing Bauble counters Asmo. That sounds okay. Have I found Ouphe to be worthy a slot? I think the first Ouphe is great. People who tell you that Ouphe is not great, they just don't know. Doesn't counter Asmo, I still pay the cost. I play Cassie spell, no mana spend. To wypierdalaj z deka. Good call, Necropolish. I almost baited myself into keeping a bad card. Oh yeah, so that was a different RC. Bring Ouphe? No, Ouphe is bad. I'm gonna have 10 foods already in play. And then I draw Ouphe and it's bad. Ouphe costs 3 mana and their book costs 1. And the foods don't matter. Is Bojuka only an anti-Emrakul card or do you find other spots to bring it in? Rarely, it is mostly anti-Emrakul. Spotlight Utrecht? No, that was not it. I guess it was the Legacy organized tournament in Prague, I think. Erzelila was not in Modern. I bring Bojuka Bog against Storm. He even has some merits in the mirror. This cuttable. The Bojuka Bog. Keep. Maybe I draw a land. Untapped land, then the hand is great. Have 2 looks. And then I just Scapeshift on turn 3, likely. What sees, okay. I did draw a land. You have lost to Flage Bossboard too many times and you want to bring the bog, but maybe it's a bad plan. Out of Jeskai? Or out of Boros Energy? I think it's a fine plan. I'm not opposed to doing that. My opponents seemingly just always cut Flage, but I guess if yours don't, then adapt to yours. And act appropriately. Black, colorless Ashiok. Okay, that's fine. Oh, they discarded Boseiju so they can cast Asmo? That is so funny. That is so funny. Seems like we won. Lotus Vestige. Don't even need Vestige. Kind of wild to hit the... not hit the Amulet. And hit the bounce land instead. I guess they've seen the Titan, so... it makes some sense, but... Canister wins the match. I guess if I search for the Woodland, I realize I have drawn something. Hallowed Fountain. Pineapple Emissary. Okay. Wide Affinity. Three Thopters. This is no joke. Dispatch Inverter. Portable Hall. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. The mana seems a bit rough. I guess it's just blue-white, it doesn't run red. Hasty Kappa. It actually was no joke. Holy shit. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I need to not play Grazer. But then I die to a lot. If I don't play Grazer, I can win next turn though. I die to a land that way. I'm afraid I need to play the Grazer. I probably have more outs if I keep the bounce land in hand. But it is really rough to spend the Grazer here. Now I have like many outs. I guess I die still. Holy shit, Affinity is Giga OP chat. Why not Titan here? How do I Titan, my friend? It was turn 2. I played the Shifting Woodland as my land drop already. So if I don't play the Woodland, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, and I guess I play Titan. Having Pacted. No, but I'm short on green. I don't have enough green, so yeah, I couldn't have done that. Hi, Mr. Streamer. Greetings from Argentina. Big fan of your content. Thank you. Villain has 3 moons in their sideboard. Kind of fucked up. 3 Emery. No might. So no, they do have a sideboard might. That's kind of crazy. How do you want to play against that? Let's just board randomly. Hello Zurdogger, welcome to the stream. Maybe slightly awkward hand, but seems fine enough. Damn, that would be a juicy Force of Vigor. Mox. No play. You have Werther. That explains a lot. Not the most pleasant way for this game to go, but let's see what follow-up they have. Podcast, that's a good follow-up. So the Capuchon. Blood Moon. Sure resolves. You have a Saga? Could get 6 or Collector Ouphe. Mana screw them. I think Collector Ouphe is actually better. Maybe not. No, 6 has to be better. There's 2 Tormod scripts though, but... Dobra, ja tu snuję jakieś plany, a tak nie mam nic do powiedzenia. Oh no. Not the Mem Knight. Saga will return to being a valid card now, sadly. Hopefully no answer to my Colossus. I should have played the Saga, probably. Doesn't matter, but if I get countered, I'll cry. Okay. Could upkeep kill their Saga? Doesn't seem to be important. Let's save it for the moon. We have a 2-turn clock. Can kill 2 Sagas now. God, I love Mr. Beast. Damn. The controversial figure. I wonder if my tapping was the worst possible or the second worst possible, because certainly it was not the best. Seems like my plan has worked out well. Vexing Bauble on the draw, bad. Feel like Scapeshift is gonna be a little bit bad in the matchup as well. With all the interaction they have for it. Including portable halls. This is too bad. This is good. What was the last two? Bad luck and unfortunate draws. Eldrazi's. And maybe a bit of bot sideboarding on my end, but we don't talk about that. Okay, and most free top tiers. We can take that. Ermi. Lurker of Delok. Kurwa, no. You have no answer to Emry. Emry might. Kurka, no. There's nothing we can do. I mean, I have one card, so maybe I can just chill and win somehow, but... I mean, I can oof. Emry might breach flashbacks. No plus jeden. No ty paskudo za śmierdła, no. Co to, dispatch? Where I tap for mana? Now if they dispatch and I play my amulet, it's really bad, but I guess doesn't matter if they have dispatch, that's fine. No, you actually have the stupid dispatch, no. Chat, if affinity decks want to be way better against Amulet than they are, they should simply run Ermi. Ermi is a top tier card against Amulet in conjunction with Kappa Cannoneer. Just like 2 copies of Ermi and you're good. Of course, don't forget to pack dispatch for Collector Ouphe as well. Really? I guess it makes some sense, but... Co tam jeszcze? Blood Moon? Aha, jeszcze Blood Moon, no dobrze, dobrze. So yeah, villains list seems specifically well suited. Although game 1 they only won because they were on the play and they would giga lose it on the draw. So the matchup is still at least 50-50. Podkaścik, dobra, leci. Can I top the gate Titan? Do you think that's enough? I doubt it. Maybe a Scapeshift, which I scorned. And rejected. Stream Mary should have forced in response to Army activation. They have no mana. I was feeling a bit defeatist at that point already, and I was not believing that I can make it. Force both green, question mark. You really suggesting that when my opponent had a Blood Moon in play? What's your, like, end game? Konana. Where does it all lead? You mean earlier, when might start to happen? Okay, but you typed it right now. Which made me think that you refer to the current situation. That said, we got dispatched this game. And portable hold. Good build, opponent. Alright, so we played against weird decks today.